In case you haven't watched it yet, Wednesday is a brand new take on the Addams family that follows Wednesday Addams as she attempts to wrangle her newfound psychic abilities while searching for answers to a grisly mystery that involves not only her spooky, kooky family, but her entire supernatural boarding school, Nevermore Academy. From quirky yet highly original plot lines to hallucinogenic landscapes, Tim Burton has made an art form of conveying age-old tales with breathtaking visuals and thoughtful story arcs. But what if we told you some viewers may have missed some hidden details while watching this latest TV series? In this video, we'll be exploring some of those subtle yet powerful moments found in Wednesday, ones that will make any viewer develop a greater appreciation for Burton's amazing body of work. The Tale of Two Wednesdays. Clearly, Jenna Ortega is the undisputed star of Wednesday, but one thing that fans of the show might not realize is that Christina Ricci, the actress who made the role of Wednesday Addams famous back in the 90s, actually stars in the new series as well, playing the dorm mom Marilyn Thornhill at Nevermore Academy. According to Ortega, the two never sat down and discussed the role of Wednesday because they had a mutual understanding that they both offered two very distinct variations of the character. At the end of the day, Jenna wanted to bring to the table a fresh new take on Wednesday that incorporated her own flair. Ricci replaced Thora Birch late into production. While Christina Ricci seamlessly blended into the cast of characters at Nevermore, she actually joined the cast towards the end of Season 1's production, reportedly replacing actress Thora Birch. According to reports, Birch had already filmed the majority of her scenes before making her exit to tend to a family illness. After watching Season 1, it's hard to imagine anyone else playing Thornhill, especially considering Ricci's past ties to the Addams clan. Filming Thing was challenging. While you might assume that bringing Thing to the screen was achieved through CGI that was added in after filming, as it turns out that's only half true. To bring the lovable five-fingered disembodied hand to life, Netflix hired a professional illusionist named Victor Dorobantu who donned a blue suit that could be edited out of the scene later. Victor spent hours hiding in walls, hunching under tables, and peeking out of floorboards to get the perfect angles for his mute yet somehow extremely articulate character to shine. Jenna choreographed her now famous dance scene. If you've been on TikTok lately, you've probably seen countless clips paying homage to Ortega's fabulous dance routine, which she busted out at a Nevermore dance called The Raven. According to Jenna, to prepare for the segment, she studied closely Wednesday from the 1960 Addams Family TV series, as well as the goth club scene of the 1980s. Her astute research paid off, since not only are her fellow cast and crewmates raving about the scene, but it's also become one of the most popular TikTok dance trends in years. Ortega was sick with COVID when filming the dance scene. As iconic as Wednesday's dance routine may be, Netflix came under heavy fire following Jenna's admission that she was ill with COVID-19 during production and was experiencing dreadful symptoms when shooting the now famous scene. In fact, it was actually her first day with the highly contagious respiratory disease when she filmed it. Speaking to NME, Jenna said she woke up that morning feeling weird. She claims she doesn't normally get sick, and even when she does, it's usually not that bad. That morning, however, she felt like she'd been hit by a car, and that the little goblin had been let loose in her throat that was scratching the walls of her esophagus. To ease her symptoms, Ortega said she was given medicine between takes, but at the time they were still waiting on the test results. In response to public outcry over how they allegedly handled the situation, MGM, the production company behind the series, told NME that, quote, strict COVID protocols were in place and followed, and that after the test result came back positive, Jenna was removed from set. Don't blink. In a recent interview with Teen Vogue, Ortega revealed that after inadvertently doing an entire scene without blinking, Burton asked her to keep doing that for the rest of the series. In response, Ortega explained that she had already decided to use the Kubrick stare for her character, but having her refrain from blinking ended up really bringing everything together. Burton asked Ortega directly to join the cast. Few can claim they've received an email from a living legend like Tim Burton asking them to meet up, but that's exactly what Ortega says happened while she was on the set of A24's 2022 slasher flick, X. According to Burton, he really felt like the only actress he could picture playing Wednesday was Ortega. Since he was so focused on getting her to join the cast, he made sure to speak directly to her. Ortega auditioned over Zoom while covered in fake blood. After Burton requested her to audition for the role, Jenna ended up doing so while still filming X on location in New Zealand. Right after filming her death scene in that film, Jenna had a Zoom call with Burton while she was still covered in prop blood and glycerin sweat. With a large prosthetic cut on her face and utterly exhausted after being up for more than 24 hours, Jenna hopped on the call and gave it her best. Evidently, Burton found her appearance to be hilarious and quite fitting. After exchanging a few chuckles, Burton let her know she had landed the part. Ortega never touched the cello before. During her cello scenes, Jenna wowed viewers with her apparent skills, but in an interview with Wired, she admitted to having no prior experience with the instrument. To prepare herself, she picked up the cello and started taking lessons roughly 2 months before production began. In that same interview, Ortega shared she probably couldn't play very well now since she's been away from home and working so much lately, but she hopes to continue pursuing her lessons in the future, as it's something she enjoys. Ortega went on to say that she has immense respect for anybody who plays the cello, as it's a delightful instrument. Ortega also studied German, fencing, archery, and canoeing. On top of that, Jenna has said she tries to put herself in the shoes of Wednesday every day to work on her confidence and posture. Emma Myers wolfed out at Werewolf camp to prepare for her role. To get into character as Wednesday's colorful and obnoxiously bubbly werewolf roommate, Enid Sinclair, actress Emma Myers attended a werewolf boot camp program. In an interview with 17, she said the program involved her and a couple others crawling around on the ground, growling at each other. She went on to add the experience was a weird one, then she wouldn't soon forget it. Principal Larissa Weems' stylish look was inspired by Tippi Hedron. Fans of Wednesday know that practically everyone in the show has their own signature sense of style, and Principal Weems, played by Gwendolyn Christie, is no exception. When the wardrobe and makeup department was designing her character's looks, Oscar-winning costume designer Colleen Atwood took heavy inspiration from 60s icon Tippi Hedron, specifically drawing from her notable role in Alfred Hitchcock's 1963 classic, The Birds. Atwood told Variety she purchased a vintage poster of Hedron in The Birds and showed it to Christie while explaining she saw her character as being her own kind of misfit, albeit in a totally different way. Christie loved the pitch, and the rest is history. The show was shot in Romania. According to Ortega, the cast and crew of Wednesday spent 8 months filming on location in Romania. The majority of Season 1's filming took place in the region of the country known as Transylvania. Most of the scenes that took place at Nevermore were filmed at a location called the Cantacuzino Castle, located in the Carpathian Mountains. The fictional town of Jericho was created in Romania by the series' set designers who sought to recreate traditional New England architecture. Now it's time to hear from you. Do you think Season 2 of Wednesday will live up to the hype, or will it struggle to capture the magic of the first season? Let us know in the comments section below.